Hare Krishna. Jai Jai Shri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda Jai Advaita Chandra Jai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda Jai Advaita Chandra Jai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda Jai Advaita Chandra Jai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Continue reading from Caitanya Caritamrita Adi Leela chapter 8 text 17. Jnanatah sulabh labha muktir bhaktir yajnadi punyatah seyam sadhana sahasrer hari bhakti sudurlabha. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. By cultivating philosophical knowledge, one can understand his spiritual position and thus be liberated. And by performing sacrifices and pious activities, one can achieve sense gratification in a higher planetary system. But the devotional service of the Lord is so rare that even by executing hundreds and thousands of such sacrifices, one cannot obtain it. This is the special position of devotional service, because devotional service is completely on the transcendental platform. It's on the spiritual platform. Devotional service is not easily gained. Krishna says that hardly one knows me in truth. Manushyanam sahasreshu. Hardly one knows me in truth. So by cultivating knowledge, yes, we will be able to understand I'm not the body, I'm a spirit soul. We will be able to realize that. And then by performing a lot of pious activities, we do some dan, punya, some charity, some puja, so, then what happens? What's the result of these things? We go to higher planets because we've gotten this punya karma, pious activities, so we get pious results. With the pious results, we go to heavenly planets. What do we do there? We can enjoy them more. We enjoy them more. But these planets are still in the material world. So once the pious credit is finished, we come back again to the earth, again to create new karma. It's like we go for a holiday, we take X amount of money for the holiday. Once the money is finished, go back home, again back to work. But devotional service is so rare that even by executing hundreds and thousands of such sacrifices, one cannot obtain it. So we may do a lot of pujas, a lot of pious activities, a lot of charity, a lot of penances. But if it's, thousands of them, still we cannot get devotional service by doing it. Prahlad Maharaj instructs, Matirna Krishna Paratasvato va mitho abhipadyeta graha vartanam. Bhagavatam 7.5.30 and 7.5.32 says, Naisham matis tavad urukramana grihim sparshti anartha pagamo yad arthaha mahi yasham padarajo abhishekam niskinchananam na vrinita yavat. These shlokas are to be discussed. The purport is that one cannot obtain Krishna bhakti or the devotional service of the Lord by official execution of the Vedic rituals. One has to approach a pure devotee. So Prabhupada sometimes would give the example. The powerhouse is very far away. The powerhouse is very far. But through the cable, through the wire, we get the power in our house, right? We get the power. So, and the powerhouse is far. And if someone touches this electric energy, he will get electrified. If someone else touches that person, he will get electrified. If someone else touches, he will get electrified. So it will become like a chain of people. Similarly, devotional service is like that. It's coming from Krishna. Krishna is the one who's giving this devotional service. Then it comes to us in the disciplic succession, in the parampara system. That's the reason we have to hear from the from the parampara, from the pure devotee. Narottam Das Thakur sings Chariya Vaishnav Seva Nishtar Paye Chekeva. Who has been elevated without rendering service to a pure Vaishnav? So simply by serving a pure Vaishnav, we get the seed of bhakti. We get that desire to hear about Krishna, simply by engaging in service to a pure devotee. Bhagavatam also says it, that we engage in service to a pure devotee, and that gives rise to the desire to hear about Krishna. And once we hear about, that is, Sushusho Shradanasya Vasudeva Katha Ruchi Syan Mahat Sevya Vipra Punya Tirtha Nishevana. O twice born sages, by serving those devotees who are completely freed from all vice, great service is done. By such service, one gains affinity for hearing the messages of Vasudeva. So when we engage in serving a pure devotee, what happens is we get the desire, the attraction to hear Krishna Katha. It's not easy to get the attraction to hear Krishna Katha. It's by great fortune that we get this desire. It's by serving a devotee we get it. And then what happens when we hear the Krishna Katha? Krishna, who is sitting in our heart as the Paramatma, he himself cleans away the dirty things of our heart. He cleans our material desires, cleans all the vice, all the modes of passion and ignorance, even the goodness, and brings us to pure goodness. He gives us pure, loving, devotional service. It is the statement of Prahlad Maharaj that unless one is able to accept the dust from the lotus feet of a pure Vaishnav, there is no possibility of achieving the platform of devotional service. That is the secret. The above mentioned Tantra Vachana, quoted from Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu 1.136, is our perfect guidance in this connection. That by just taking the dust from the lotus feet of a pure Vaishnav, physically, if we are able to do it, we do it. Mentally, we can do it mentally. If we are not able to do it, at least we can do some service for the devotee. By just serving the devotee, we get the seed, we get this Agyata Sukriti. And when that Agyata Sukriti is enough, then we can meet a spiritual master. So without rendering service to a pure Vaishnava who has been elevated, there's no possibility of achieving the platform of devotional service unless one is able to accept the dust from the lotus feet of a pure Vaishnava. Also in the Guru Vashtikam, Yasya prasadat bhagavad prasado, Yasya prasadat nagati kutopi, dvayam stoam stasyas, Yashyastri sandhyam. Vande Guru Shri Charanara. This is without getting the mercy of the spiritual master, without pleasing the spiritual master, we cannot please Krishna. By pleasing the spiritual master, we please Krishna. So this is the line of disciplic succession, that we please the devotees, we get the blessings of the devotees, we get the mercy of the devotees, and by this mercy, we can engage in pure devotional service. We can get Krishna. We can please Krishna. Krishna says, one who says he's my devotee is not my devotee, but a devotee of my devotee is my devotee. Because Krishna does not want us to approach him directly. He wants us to approach him through the parampara, through the disciplic succession. He himself says it in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4. Text 2, I think. Evam parampara praptam imam rajarasyo viduhu. The science is received in the parampara system. Why? Because otherwise, we can just talk out of our mind. We can do things out of our mind. Who's going to stop us? We may pretend. We may say, oh yes, Krishna told me, I go and meet Krishna every night. Our mind can do any such things. But if we follow the orders of the spiritual master coming in the parampara, follow the rules and regulations, then we know we won't say such things. We won't make up, imagine such things. Simply we serve, give Krishna consciousness to everyone. Yare dekha tare kaha Krishna upadesh. That is the order of Lord Chaitanya. That is what the acharyas are telling us to do. Tell everyone about Krishna. So if we can get attached to the order of Lord Chaitanya, if we can serve the devotees, then it's to our benefit. It's not that the devotee gets benefit. It's we who get benefit. There are two ways of serving the devotee, Vapu and Vani. Vapu is serving the body, Vani is serving the instruction. Vani is more important than Vapu. Vani, serving the instruction of the devotee, is more important than serving physically. It's Srila Prabhupada's instruction, everyone. Distribute books, give Krishna consciousness to everyone. This is Lord Chaitanya's mission. Yare dekha tare kaha Krishna upadesh. If we can follow in that, then we are doing ourselves a great favor. We will be the benefactor, that we can get the mercy of Krishna and go back home, back to Godhead. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Krishna yadi chute bhakti bhukti mukti diya kabu prema bhakti na dena rakhena lukaya. If a devotee wants liberation or material sense gratification from the Lord, Krishna immediately delivers it. But pure devotional service, he keeps hidden. Now we may go to Krishna and tell him, my dear Krishna, this is my list. I have this misery, please take it away. I want this, I want, it could be anything material. We have so many material desires. I want to, you could make up anything. I want to go for a holiday. I want to buy this. I want to go here. We can ask Krishna and he will give us. He will also give us liberation. My dear Krishna, I want liberation. I want freedom from all miseries. He will give us. He will give us easily. But what he doesn't give easily is pure devotional service. He does not give pure devotional service easily. We have to get that from the devotee. Why does Krishna not give? It's written in the next verse. Because he's bound to the devotee. Because if he gives pure devotional service to anyone, Krishna becomes bound to that devotee. He becomes the servant of the devotee. That's the reason he doesn't give easily. He personally serves the devotee. We see how he's personally serving Arjuna. He's becoming Arjuna's chariot driver. Arjuna is also not paying him any salary for it. He's just doing it, becoming chariot driver of Arjuna. Then he became Sari of Draupadi. So Krishna serves the devotee. That's the reason he doesn't give pure devotional service easily, because he becomes the servant of the devotee. We say serve Krishna, serve Krishna, serve Krishna. When we can really purely serve Krishna, Krishna serves the devotee. So now we may say, okay, I'm going to do devotional service because I want Krishna to serve me. Not that way. We can't cheat Krishna. We can't. Maybe gradually we will get purified also because we are connecting to Krishna. Anyone who comes in contact with Krishna, we will get purified. It's like, when we come under a shower of water, we will get clean. Sometimes it may take longer or it may be shorter, depends on how much closer we are to the water. So if we come to Krishna somehow or the other, we will go back home, back to Godhead, somehow or the other, through the devotees, through the disciplic succession, because they will teach us how to really take shelter of Krishna. And if we have the sincerity, then Krishna will make the arrangement for us to meet the devotees. Krishna sees the heart. If we are really sincere, he makes the arrangements that we will be able to associate with the devotees. So we'll go into the next verse tomorrow, because that's a purport. But yeah, this is the reason he does not give it easily. It's written here. Because by that process, he's bound to the devotee. Krishna gets bound. Caitanya Caritamrita ki jai, Shilpa Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna.